Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back and to another edition of Land and Seaweed. It's October 4th, 2024. Take an extended break due to some issues with technical problems, but here we are back and forth.
Overworked and underpaid.
Overworked and underpaid. There's the seaweed gardener himself digging in the garden patch, and he's harvested a lot of these things here. But what do we have here, sir?
Sir, that's cabbage, sir.
But this one is purple.
Purple. Just for coleslaw, sir.
Oh, coleslaw cabbage. Let's see. Okay. Now, when I was growing up, you could use any kind of cabbage.
Sure you can, but they just don't taste the same. Don't look so pretty on the plate, sir.
Look at that.
Look.
Big cabbages. Now, what do we have over here? Walk through the garden here.
Listen, look at this.
Wow, look at that. I'm going to zoom back out. Look. What kind of potato is that, sir?
Rosettes.
Wow, beautiful. Wow. Will you wash those off now, or?
No, just dry them out. Dry them tomorrow. If you dry them, they'll...
What kind? The rosette? That one there is red.
Purple.
Purple.
It's long blues. Those there get the blight. They get a disease called blight.
Wow.
When you're into it organically, you got to take your risk.
Right. So, what kind of fertilizer have you been putting on this and chemicals?
Oh, very toxic chemicals, sir.
What kind?
Seaweed.
Seaweed. Nothing else.
Nothing but seaweed, sir. Look. Nothing but the finest.
The finest seaweed.
Mycelium and all different kinds of molds and bacteria. Look.
Wow.
Feeds the life into the soil.
Excellent. That soil looks quite
look.
good. Oh, that's good seaweed.
That's
Let's
good
zoom
seaweed.
in on that. Wicked. Yeah. Now, that's what they call kelp.
Nope. That's seaweed.
That's seaweed. Okay.
Kelp is the long, flat, stocky stuff.
Okay. Like the big leaves you're saying with the big stalks.
Flat.
Okay. And so these potatoes will not be good to eat.
No, they'll feed the bacteria that's in the soil. They'll feed the...
How do you know they have a blight?
Oh, you can see a rotten pussy end on them.
Right. Is that a Newfoundland thing?
Nope.
No.
That's what happened in Ireland, sir. They almost all starved to death.
Yes. Yeah, the potato famine of Ireland. We'll do that on another episode of Land and Seaweed to discuss it. Yes, my Irish family would know about it. I'll have to give them a call. Now, what do we have over here? Well,
sir, we got the magical pumpkins.
Man, look at that pumpkin there, orange pumpkin. Wow.
Look at the carrots, man.
These are carrots here. When will you harvest those?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. But it's cold now.
It's only cold at night.
Yeah, but why when the ground starts to freeze? What does that give them?
See, a lot of your storage crops, especially like brassicas, like cabbage and plant like cauliflower or any of like broccoli. Once it starts to freeze and thaw a few times, there's a sugar that's released. It's like an antifreeze.
Oh, okay.
You know, and as your sugars are freeze and thaw, there's a sweetness that you don't get if you don't let it freeze and thaw. Like your turnip, you want your turnip to mature and
where's the turnips? Is that over there?
Yeah, well, most of the turnips.
What do we have right here? I'm zooming in on now. Right here.
Right here, look, you'll see turnip.
Okay. Wow, look at the size of that turnip.
They'd be a lot bigger if we spaced them out, but if you spaced them out, they'd be too big and I'm too stocky. I don't want them big.
So there's a few of these things here. What are these called now? And
that's what we call a wane bug.
a wane bug.
Yeah.
It's named after me, apparently.
Slugs.
Slugs. You better take that back, sir, or I'll slug you.
They're good to eat.
Yes, he just ate 2 of those. You put some salt on them sometimes for flavor, I know.
A few beets, 3-inch beets.
Beets. Okay. So these red, are these edible? These?
Well, when the color is still green there, they get pretty strong after a while.
There's another one here hanging out and having a good life. So these holes are caused by
Yeah, the slugs are chewing holes in
the
the plant.
slugs, and there's one right here hanging out. A slug. But I left them there because there's no salt on them for you. Now, down here in the ground, what are these yellowish things I would call that color?
Spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash. Wow. Why do they call it spaghetti squash, I wonder?
When you cut them, when you cook them, it's like stringy. It's
The
just
texture
like
of it, okay.
Well, it's actually, yeah, it's just like a spaghetti.
Wow, they're quite big. How many of those did you harvest this year? You only planted a few, or?
Well, we only did 2 plants. It was the first time we ever tried them. We end up with a bunch of babies, but the frost got all them.
Oh, wow.
You'll see them in random places through.
So those babies, so this is...
Well, yeah, I really don't know if that's good to eat or not. I would think no.
This big one here is the man, and this is the female.
I don't know, but
And those are the babies, you're saying. Okay, very interesting. That's not true. I just made that up, ladies and gentlemen, and to our viewers.
You get a few cauliflower later on when it starts getting colder.
Is this cauliflower there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. So I'm going to go in on these onions. Is there different brands of onion? Not brands.
No, this is yellow onion.
Yellow onion.
I planted them in trees and trios, hoping to get them small. It didn't work out very good.
Yeah, can you give me something next to them for size, like your hand or phone or anything? I need a, wow.
I have some big ones down here. I got 400 already dried.
400, what are, these are carrots here. I'm going to step into the garden. Another garden. Wow, this is a beautiful cabbage. Look, the taste of that I would think would be exquisite. And here's another purple cabbage. And what are these things here now?
Sorry?
Next to me in the
That's onion seed.
onion seed.
I got a lot of them dried and put away. They're not, yeah, they got you need 4 or 5 from the cross pollinate.
You need a male and a female, is that what you're telling
I
me?
don't know about the male and the female part, but there's something to do with cross pollinating.
Okay.
These are reds. I got what I want to draw, this was left.
Oh, well.
They sound like a rattle when you shake them.
Well,
You
those
put
are
your camera there,
seeds.
you might even hear it.
Okay.
Inside of these are
Some of
little
the viewers might hear it, but my hearing is not the greatest, so we'll leave that up to interpretation.
French fingerlings. These nice potatoes, they're supposed to be small, but
Where are they? Now this is harvested here.
that bed there is, yeah, but see, those are,
Oh, wow.
it's a French fingerling.
And that's a purple potato?
No, it's yellow flesh, red skin.
Oh, wow. And have
They're
you
nice, they're
tasted
buttery.
those?
Yeah, they're very buttery.
We can have special guests sometimes on the program. I don't know if...
This is just your typical yellow onion, and I plant them close together, hoping that they would be small, but
Wow. And right over here, it looks like we have some pineapple weed growing, sir. Did you that is very good to eat if you just take up a little tiny bit like it and you eat it. Tastes like pineapple.
don't fall down, sir.
No.
Very toxic.
No, no. He's kidding with me. To my viewers, he's kidding with me. Now, I was wondering, is there anybody in your family that takes an interest in growing plants and gardens?
I don't know. I kind of think I got an older daughter that got a little interest in it. But
I don't know if she'd like
You
to
like
be on
that,
camera. Sometimes we'll have to ask.
you have to ask her.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest today. We have a woman of Labrador. I don't know if you've ever heard the song, but she's a very outdoor person, and we won't get into your name if we don't want to, but this is a woman of Labrador, a young lady, and there's her dad. So do you plant any vegetables?
Yes, I help out whenever I have free time and help pick the harvest in the fall when it's ready.
Well, how long have you been doing this, Dave and Morgan?
We've been at this since Morgan's
long as
been
I
in the
can
womb,
remember.
sir. I've always done this. I did this since I was 13 years old.
Wow.
You
Now,
don't have to be nice and tidy and uncluttery for it to work. At the end of the day, my food comes from my garden.
right, there's a very incredible big cabbage. Now, what about, I know this is just about your garden, but what about the red berries in Labrador? Well, they're partridge berries, but some people call them red berries, I believe,
I don't
here.
know anything about partridge berries, you?
Will you harvest them?
You? Yeah, we pick a few gallons. We keep about 20 gallons for ourselves.
Oh, that's all. Wow.
Sir Wilfred Grenfell, first when he came to Labrador back in 1918, he spent a couple of years, and when he returned back to England, he put into one of his reports, he recommended each and every family, on the average of the size of the family, to keep at least 2 barrels. Now, the sizes of the barrel, I don't know, but he recommended each family to keep 2 barrels of Partonsberries per season.
Well, I'm going to zoom around here now. And what do we have in these outside the fence here now?
Potato.
Right here too, eh? And there were some Irish potatoes down there, I know.
Yeah, I won't be planting Irish potato anymore, sir.
No. Well, people in this part of the world, they have their own boats a lot. They have their own sawmills, and they have their own independent way of life. They're very hardy, we'll say. And then they will harvest from the land, and they often hunt. Have you ever hunted, Morgan?
Yes.
What have you hunted?
Geese, bears.
Wow. Well, we have a beautiful boat over there. You can see they're making their own wood. I'm telling you, city folks, this is the life.
This is the Bayman life, sir.
Yeah, and then we have a couple of wolves here that just happen to wander onto the property, and we tied them on, but they're ready to go soon. And there's another one there. Wow, beautiful animals. I think he wants a treat from me, maybe because I give some treats. Well, I guess that's it for this episode. Do you have anything else to say? Can we go over here and look at this garden? First, actually, I was going to pause for station identification, but I won't do that right now.
Those potatoes are, they're still...
Are there still potatoes there?
Yeah, but the problem, if they're still green leaves, you should leave them. It kind of hardens up.
Where are the potatoes?
They're under the soil, sir.
Under the soil. See? This is city folk don't know where potatoes grow.
This is nice cabbage, but the slugs decided that the outside was going to taste good.
But you can still get it.
Yeah,
you can
nice
still
little
eat
purple
it.
cabbage in there, though.
Well, look at that. Well, the black on it is from what?
And the slugs decided they likes it too.
Wow. And this here is, what do you call this?
Yeah, it was broccolini, but this is just some overgrowth that I didn't cut off.
Is this seeds or something, or just beautiful flowers?
Well, I'm not really sure. I know it's flower, but is it a seed? I don't know.
Well, here we have a form of transportation in the big land here sometimes, and it's great to see that. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for a second now. Is there any animals outside? We certainly have a beautiful owl here pitched tonight. Oh, well, and a beautiful blue door, which I tend to like. And we got some cabbage, and you're putting that in there to, what for?
I think the chickens are gone in for the night, sir.
Chickens are gone in. They stay in the nighttime. Is that a safety thing?
I see one in the doorway. She's wondering if she should come out. She's shy of the camera, I think.
Oh, she is.
No, she's coming.
Fed well. This is a hen, or?
Yep.
Okay. Any particular kind?
That's a copper moran. It lays the chocolate brown egg. The shell is like really dark brown.
Well, I wonder why it's different color eggshells. Genetics or something?
Yeah, well, they say the color of the earlobe is supposed to be the color of the egg, but I don't know. I done crossbreeding, and that's not always the case.
All right, I guess we're going to sign off now. Thank you, sir, for having me at your property and speaking to your family. Do you have anything else to add?
We pause now for station identification, folks.